Afternoon, Joey.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Tristan coming in with a prime for 5 months. Thank you very much, Tristan. I appreciate you and your face. Wait a minute. Stefan coming in with a 5 gifted subscriptions to Tay, Hi, Roddy, Jomo, and XSC. Then we've got CPR coming in with a tier 1 for 21 months in a row. Thank you very much. Stefan, you're an absolute legend. Thank you, mate. I hope you're well. How many gifted subs is that now, mate? 170. You are absolutely insane. CPR with a tier 1. Burnt Grapes with a prime for 6 months. Thank you, mate.
Good Sunday, buddy. Hot ear, great stream.
Yo, Gary coming in with a $5 super chat as well, my friend. Welcome. How are you? Guys, welcome to the stream. You've triggered a hype train level 3, 3 minutes 20 on the clock. 28% of the way there. Welcome. I believe as well it's 35% off of gifted subs over 5 or more on Twitch as well. As it stands, I believe that runs out tomorrow, I want to say. They've done it as like a Thanksgiving special sort of thing. Gerb, welcome, your first time chat. We've also got Roddy coming in with a first time chat as well. Techno with that tier 3. Jeez Louise. Tier 3 from Techno for 23 months in a row. Techno, we're so close to 2 years, mate. You deserve your own special what do you call it, badge like for that. That's ridiculous. I need a 2-year tier 3 badge. Who would have thought? I need a 2-year tier 1 badge. Who would have thought? Miro, welcome. Lee, welcome. How are you? Kerr, hello, good afternoon. Jess, welcome. How are you today? Team Bugs, Micron, welcome. Hard, welcome. Perfect. Hello. Over to the Uchus, who we got. LV8. Fifi, welcome. How are you? Who else have we got? Russ, welcome, buddy. BMX 3D, good afternoon. James, good afternoon, my friend. Gibberish, Sai, hello. Madda, welcome. Matt, good afternoon, my friend. You guys got to chill out, man. You guys got to chill out. What on earth is going on? Jinx, welcome. Stents for the PS5. Ain't got no response. Yeah, I'm going to still handball, mate. I'm going to still reball because I'm a fool. Thank you very much, though. I appreciate that. Listen, Mr. No Sense. What's going on? 2,500 bits? What? Where's that come from and why? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's very, very kind. Thank you, my friend. Raging Cajun, thank you very much for the prime. I appreciate it. You're an absolute legend. Thank you. Do you think you could fix a GoPro? Absolutely not. GoPros are apparently one of the most evil devices to try and get into, is what I've heard / seen online. Yes. It's New Glove Day, chat. New Glove Day. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we today? Are we all good? Guys, do I have some unboxing stuff for you? Not today, but just for videos in general. I'm going to do like a bit of an AliExpress haul, but I got my Afen A9. I have done a little bit of a review / unboxing on this bad boy, chat. One in the chat if you're excited to see that. It's an iFixit soldering iron. And it works wirelessly, guys. It works like the battery. There is a battery in here. Look. What? So yeah, there's a battery in here. It's a typical sort of Joey nonsense thing, where I just kind of hit record and played about with it to see exactly what was going on. And I kind of compared it to my Hacko, so it's definitely going to be an interesting video to watch. Level 5 hype train. Thank you guys so much. 3 minutes on the clock. 56%. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There was a follower as well, but I mean, I just had a follower come up, but followers aren't coming up on my feed here. Why is that? There we go. Senwar, I think it was. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you. David as well. Thank you very much for the follow. Tom, welcome. Hi Joe, new member here. Addicted to these videos lately. Hopefully I can become half as good as you. I mean, you could be a lot better than me. That's for sure. Anyone can. Just requires time, practice, patience, all that good stuff. But welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Firu, I appreciate you coming through and just hitting up the live stream as well. That means a lot. Thank you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice. Oh yeah! One in the chat if you watched the video with NanoFix. My first ever podcast chat. How was it? Anyone watch it? What did you think? Honestly, I can take the criticism. HD Nugget coming in with a tier 3 for 21 months. I don't believe it. You and Techno are absolutely insane, man. You did absolutely insane. Thank you very much for the tier 3, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Honestly, guys, incredible. Thank you. Wait, did I just put that over there? Why? Merch. Yes, we do have merch as well currently for Season 2 Profit or Loss. I appreciate the plug there. Techno, thank you, thank you, thank you. Matthew, welcome, bud. How are you? The one, it was great. It was great. Oh, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was an idea that Nano had, Zach, and he was like, I want you to be the first guest on. I was like, oh, man, I feel incredibly blessed for that. So, yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and do it. And yeah, it went up. I hope people liked it. I don't know if I'm any good at podcast chat. I got no idea. It was my first one ever. You know what I mean? It was my first one ever. Levi, welcome. How are you? First time chat, my friend. I hope you're well. Joey, until when will the merch be available? The end of December, so probably like the 31st.
Oh, yeah.
Kansk. 45 total gifted subscriptions now, mate. Lethal. Thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs. Wow. That's incredibly kind of you. Level 7, 4 minutes 20 left on the clock. 53%, 35% off. Gifted subs for 5 or more over on Twitch. Thank you very much, Kansk. I appreciate that. Gifting a sub to Baba, EU, Ministy, Pan, Coffee, Stefan, FX, Scootsaw. That's a great name, by the way. Scootsaw, I like that. 74 and Roland, thank you very much for the 10 gifted subscriptions. I appreciate you guys more than you will ever know. What a crazy day today, chat. 150,000 subs as well. I don't even know what to say. I generally don't. Yeah, Kanks, thank you very much for the 10 gifted. In terms of leaderboard, Techno is leading this month. This is the last stream of the month. Techno is leading this month with 65 gifted subs. Stefan in second place with 38, and then Graham coming in with 31. Thank you, guys. Mark Plays. My guy, welcome. How are you today? First time chatting the stream as well. Where did you hear about your boy JDT, mate? Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. PCDD Repairs. Welcome, my friend. How are you today? Andy, welcome, pal. I came from TikTok, says Ali. Yes. It's working. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming in, Ali. And you found the stuff from TikTok, Ali? Is that how you heard about JDT? Joey turns into the Rock. Did you see it? Chat, what would you rate it? I've got a bone to pick on my eyebrows as well. Insanity, welcome. How are you? Love your vids, man. It's amazing. Thank you. They're not that great, but I appreciate the kind words. That's very kind of you. HD Nugget coming in on YouTube as well. HD Nugget, man, you're spoiling me. Lord the Glove, 21 months in a row. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate you. Doing great. Been watching you on YouTube for a few months now. Oh, amazing. Thank you. I see you got a little badge next to your name as well, Mark. I take it you stream and stuff. Are you in the content world as well? If so, what do you do, my friend? I'm going to assume play games. Don't ask me how I know. Andy, you streaming today? So yeah, guys, I had the iFixit hub that I'm just currently having a look at and playing about with. I'm going to do a little bit of a haul. But do you know what I've done? Do you know what video is going to be coming soon, chat? I don't know if you're going to like this or not. Degenerate Rust game. I see. Okay, fine. Do you do YouTube and stuff as well, Mark? 150k? Yeah, guys. 150k. Let's go, man. I'm incredibly blessed, man. I watched a couple of videos this morning about when I left my job and those sorts of things. I was kind of just having a little bit of just a bit of me time to take it in. 701 subs as well, guys. Thank you very much for the 701 on Twitch. Thank you. AA130, welcome. That's okay, mate. We all have life to get on with. I completely understand. No, a day off. You streamed yesterday, Andy, right? Guys, so I'm going to be doing... So I've got this as well. So I've got another soldering iron. How do we pronounce this, guys? Anybody know? Thank you very much for the hype train, FYI peeps. I appreciate you. We're at 50 seconds left. Level 7. What a way to start the day. Level 7, 53%. How do you pronounce it? Jean? Jean? Or Zion? Zion? Okay, guys, enter it.
Again, winking face.
You enter it. Enter the giveaway. Enter the giveaway. Exclamation mark, enter in the chat. He's done it really, really early as well. Exclamation mark, enter in the giveaway to win merch. There's a giveaway going on in Twitch chat right now. If you go over, hit the follow button, exclamation mark, enter. Techno Buzz has just gifted. I want to go ahead and say it's a mug, but I can't tell. Wait there. Gifted subs as well. Lord the Glove, what's going on? Anonymous coming in with a 5 gifted to Kinney. You can't do it. Ruben, Maria, and 4. Thank you very much, Anonymous, whoever you are. You have to go over to Twitch, guys. The giveaway is in Twitch to win some merch right now. Right now. What was it? Let me confirm. It was a mug. It was a mug. It's going on right now. It's going on right now. There's a mug. Mm-hmm. Who's going to win it? Who's going to win it? You have to make sure you're followed as well, guys. Don't like Twitch. That's fair enough, Tommy. Completely up to you, my guy. Who's going to win it? Who you calling a mug? Rhodes, welcome. How are you? No choice of pink to buy your merch. Might have... So many first-time chatters appearing up as well. By the way, thank you very, very much, Techno. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do not. It's too much effort for me. Oh, I see what the whole YouTube situation. Yeah, it's effort, but it's worth it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. It's effort, but it's so worth it. That's a clever way to get people over to Twitch. No, it is. It is FX. I didn't even know it was a thing until the other day. So Techno done it the other day and gifted the mug. And it said it, but it only gave 60 seconds, or might have even been 30 seconds. And I was like, oh my gosh, quick guys, go over. I had no idea I even enabled it. I had no idea. I think what it was is I connected my Twitch to my 4th wall. And I connected my Twitch to my 4th wall. And that is what then auto-enabled the Twitch gifting. And then Techno, being Techno, obviously found a way to just gift. And he done that. Congrats on 150k. Nerd, thank you very much. I appreciate that. For sure, respect the grind. Do you have like TikTok or anything else like that, Mark? So do you play only Rust? And do you still stream and stuff now? But yeah, if you want free merch, guys, right now, go over to Twitch and type exclamation mark enter. I don't think it's called a winner yet. But if you go over to Twitch right now and type exclamation mark enter, quickly, Gozzy, If you do exclamation mark enter, you might get a mug. Are you going to be quick enough? That's the question. What? Yo! Alif won it, and I'm pretty sure Alif was one of the first people in the chat today, and he was a first-time chatter, I'm sure. Am I right? Alif, you here? No way. It's a mug, mate. You've won a mug. I'm not calling anyone a mug. Guys, it's closed now. It's closed now. Guys, Hype Train level 8, by the way. 13%, 1 minute 55 on the clock. Anonymous, thank you very much for the 5 gifted. And Nerd, thank you very much for the Prime for 4 months in a row. First time catching you live. Your videos are great, man. Really interesting. Thank you. I appreciate that, SR. Happy 150k. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. What brand coffee? Or I just use a like a Nescafe, whatever it is. Nescafe. I don't know what one it is. It's like I want to say it's like a powder. Is it a powder, chat? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's like a grind, but it's grinded to a powder. Nescafe is like ready to go. Ben, welcome, pal. How are you? I see. JDT in chat. James, JFix, how are you? Welcome. Where's your JDT mug? It's in the dishwasher. Mostly just Rush for about 10 years, although Arc Raiders has taken my life. Yes! Have you been streaming Arc Raiders, Mark? I wish I had more time to play. I've not... Guys, my gaming life at the moment has been absolutely tragic. I was in bed at 7:30 last night because I had a headache, so I had to go to sleep. That was awful. Better now you're live. Wicked, mate. Welcome. Would be nice if you could add pink. I don't know if pink would sell though, Jess, you know? Yeah, it might be the blonde one, I think, potentially. Okay. Chat, are we ready to see some reballing today? Are we ready to see some reballing? Yes or no? I've got some vengeance going. Yeah, I've got some vengeance going. I've got some vengeance. This APU needs to be defeated, guys, I'm afraid. This APU really, really needs to be defeated. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. APU needs to be defeated. Good morning from the welcome Macross. How are you? Do you have a template? Absolutely not. Have I got a stencil? Absolutely not. No. Guys, you shit. Guys, come on. You think I'll have a stencil? Lord Glove. Glor, welcome. How are you today? I swear every YouTuber just does PlayStations. That would say a lot more about your algorithm, one last, than anything else, my guy. Maybe you just love PlayStations. Maybe that's what it is. Have you ever thought about it like that? Oh, it was so close, man. It was so close to being good. You're a fool! You're a fool, Joey! A fool! Respect for doing hand reball again. Yeah. Paul, welcome! I've not spoken to Paul in ages. I spent the whole evening for this program on my desk. Admin shop so cramped. Paul, I've not spoken to you in ages, mate. How are you? How's the family? That includes the kitties. How's everyone getting on? Oh. Okay, let's switch on the battle station. Completely from zero. Yes, nerd. Yeah, less flux. That's what I'm going to go with today. Less flux. Less fluxation to the nation. GG. Actually had 2.1k views of the Ugreen NAS basic setup video I did. Well, there we go, Retro. See, we said, didn't we? I said just post it. Well done, my guy. Good stuff. Well done. You do like your smooth jazz? I do. I'd recommend you do little sections at a time. Yeah, see, I know, guys, listen, I know that that is the right way of doing it. If I was to do, say, like, 100 balls at a time or whatever and just go over it. But for the content, I want to do it all as one. I will reiterate, this is definitely not the right way to do this, FYI, for people who are wondering. Oh, Joey, is this how you reball? No. But for content, that is the reason why I'm doing it. I think people enjoyed it. I mean, it was good vibes last stream. And it does allow me to have a little bit of a chat with the chat. So what I'm doing now is just warming all of this up. And I'm just going to probably wick it away. To be fair, I might be able to even scrape a lot of this off, but I don't want to pull any pads, so I do have to be careful. Dark Mad coming in. Thank you very much for the Prime for 17 months.
Seems good.
I appreciate you. Thank you. So yeah, I'm just coming in now with 400 degrees Celsius and a high airflow speed just to get this chip nice and warm. Now, oh look, yeah, cool. Okay, so I'm actually going to be able to just bin a lot of these. I want to be careful though. I want to be super careful because what I don't want to do is take off any that are stuck on. So I'm just being really, really, really careful here. Cool. Are you Joey and do you do tech? Absolutely. Well, yes. I'm not going to say what I was going to say then, but yeah, I try and do tech. More so than not, it's the other way around. Did a 5-hour binge watch of your YouTube on playlist. Good stuff, mate. Thank you, Jakey. I appreciate that. Thank you, mate. Welcome to the streams. You've taken it up a level now. This is where things get really ugly. FYI, in case people are wondering. What do I mean by ugly? This is raw. These are the raw streams. No edits, no cuts. Nothing like that. This is the real deal. Kirby, welcome. How are you? Tech touch. Yeah, that's exactly what. That was the angle that I was leading into there, Techno. That's the exact angle. I'm actually going to make sure that I get as much of this off and clean as possible, because what I had, if you guys recall, what actually happened last time is there was a bit too much of like mountains on this APU. So what would happen then is when I was putting balls on, occasionally they would actually fall off because the pads on this chip weren't flat enough. So the goal today is to just make sure that I wick as much as possible to make sure that these pads are entirely flat. And then with them being flat, we should have better balls. Should be in the keyword here. So just making sure these are nice and flat because they've still got little elements of solder on. But yeah, I've got a couple of... Oh, somebody said about the Finersi, didn't they? There will be a video coming out on that as soon as I can get it out. Just like initial unboxings and all those things. But I constantly hear nothing but good things about the Finersi. Like I said, my boy Nano, aka Zach, uses it. Nothing but good things. And from the community in general, people just saying how good it is of an iron to use. But I am looking forward to getting my hands on it and giving it a spin. But like I said, I've I've just done like a little bit of a teaser for the iFixit one. Can you see there's still little bubbles here? I just want to get rid of them as best I can. Whilst the chip's still hot. Move it down a little bit. So yeah, the Finersi, I'm really looking forward to doing a video on that. Spoiler, I think the iFixit one is still very good. However, it's definitely more of a on-the-go kit. And to be fair to them, I think that's how they actually advertise it and market it. It seems to be a very much on-the-go kit, you know? But it's like that. Do you remember I done that solder review? Do you remember I done solder? It just seems to be like an upgraded version of that, in my opinion. RCJ, welcome. How are you? Mental seeing these components up close. They're very small. They're very small. We've got my F&R. So, your Finersi, you've got Brown Fox, right? How is it? Talk to me. I have the same iron, and to be honest, it's excellent. I've done a review on it, and it's everything it should be. PCDD, is that the Finersi? Let me know, guys. Have you got a Finersi? Yes or no? Who in the chat has a Finersi, and are you happy with it? Because I see nothing but good things, man. I'm so excited. But like I said, I have got the Action A9 as well that I'm looking forward to giving a spin. But yeah, I feel like, again, spoiler, the iFixit soldering iron, like if it had a category of portable, it would win. Do you know what I mean? That's where I feel. That's what I feel. Good afternoon. I suppose you know anything about the PS5 Blu-ray lenses, not reading anything, PS4 games, films, forums will say it was common years ago. DVD works fine. It's just going to be a bad laser, or maybe you've got some dust on the laser and it's just unable to read the Blu-ray part is very potentially the issue. Serious question, is it worth flattening the balls slightly by squishing it? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Huss, welcome. RCJ, by the way, welcome to the first time you've come in here. I appreciate you coming in. Don't know if you've seen it, but I finally got around to sending you on Discord my modified slightly spectacular screen. Nice. Okay, I haven't seen it yet, Tristan. No. That's a PS5. This is a PS5 APU. Ali, have you ordered your thing yet from Techno? When I was 7, I used to do something simpler. A9 versus Finersi will be good. Yeah, that's what I'm looking, because they're roughly around about the same price point, right? That's what I mean. It's also down. It's very nice. A little bit problematic. Only if you keep an eye. Yeah. Joe, do you know what mic preset you use in your Razer software? Those V2. I don't know what preset I use. I think I just use the generic one, if I'm being 100% honest with you. So I haven't changed anything. But I did have... Where did those balls come from? I did have some issues with the Razer mic. Where it was like... Just sometimes I would launch up OBS and it would sound different, you know? And I think JFix was also mentioning something, saying that he got the same one and it just sounded completely different to mine. It doesn't make sense. I've not changed anything. I've just got it on like the default settings and whatnot. But for some reason, apparently JFix said it sounded so much differently. I think he had to return his and refund it. Is that right, JFix? Are you still here? But yeah, JFix said that it wasn't very good for him. But again, I've not necessarily changed anything on mine. It's just completely default presets. But he just said it was different. It was really weird. I think it was JFix. Could be wrong. Love the YouTube. Managed to catch you a few times on stream. Lurker. I'm looking at doing repairs as a side hustle. Is it easy to find stuff to fix it when at a profit. Probably not Monster. I would say like it's definitely at the start of things. Do not aim to do things to make a profit. You need to invest in yourself a little bit. What do I mean by that? Have an amount that you're willing to like lose monthly and set that for your repairs. I mean, if you're looking to up the game, then !school is where I do some like courses and stuff, and group coaching for some people as well on the premium tier. We go into like a call. We had one today, and I showed somebody how to. He was struggling with soldering some caps, and also he was struggling with the retimer IC for HDMI for a Xbox One S. So we jumped on a call. I showed him how to do it, and then our next meeting that we're having is going to be him and his setup and me teaching him. So there are ways of learning a little bit quicker with myself personally, and that is through school and using the premium tier membership. Because at the moment there's not that many people on it, if I'm being honest, but it's good because it means that I can spend a lot of time with people. Very welcome, Beth. How are you? I'm just putting some more IPA in my bottle, guys. 2 secs. Do you know what I need? What would have been a great investment? A funnel, chat. I need a funnel. Why have I not bought a funnel? I'll be checking out your school group. Thanks for the feedback. You're more than welcome, Monster. It's not for everybody, and I completely understand that. In fact, guys, I done a so we've got 800 people in the school group, right? I'm very open, transparent, and honest, as you guys are fully aware. I done a meeting today with the school group, and we've got 818 users on school. And I was just talking about like a roadmap for where the school group was going to go, and what just a chance for people to have like a Q&A and stuff. And guess how many people turned up out of 800? One other person. And it's on me, because I don't think I've done a very good job of marketing it very well to say that I do a free call for everybody bi-weekly. So one other person, big up Matt. I saw him in the chat earlier as well, so thank you, Matt. One other person out of 818 people came to the call, but it is completely on me, as I don't think people are very aware of it, So, yeah. But what I did is I turned it into a recording, and I posted it on school so people could watch it back, but that was a very interesting experience. Let's put it that way. Yeah, people did get an email. It's just I think I have to be more on it. I think it's just things that I need to learn. I think it's I definitely can't sit here and be like, why did nobody come? I know why nobody came, because I didn't really advertise it very well. But it's just a chance for Q&A, a little bit of a more tight-knit session. If people have any questions about any repairs and stuff, they can come through and ask, and we can have a chat about it. But unfortunately, it was just me and Matt today. Wait, so is the call for free on school or part of the payment? No, the call is free. The call is free. You literally just join up, and yeah, I do the call bi-weekly, so it's once every 2 weeks, and it's just a 30-minute call, but it can be extended up to an hour depending on how long the Q&A goes on for. But yeah, so I done that today, but obviously just stuck it out and pretended like it was to a few hundred people, and went through what it is, the ideas and all those things, and I think I just need to do a better job of marketing it. Pretty simple. We'll see anyway. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do all the marketing in the world, and then I won't have anyone turn up still. But that's fine. I'm okay with that. These are things that I'm learning, and I'm just getting a little bit stuck into. So I'm okay with those things. Just cleaning the APU, by the way, chat. I'm not just talking gibberish here. Well, I am talking gibberish. I talk a lot of gibberish, but you know what I mean. Okay, right, sit there nicely for me. Thank you. All right, I'm just having a look at and seeing if there's any lumps or anything like that that I can take out now before I get into this. If I do that, is there any that I look at and I'm like, they're a bit too much, hey? Doesn't look it. I think maybe just this one here. But that doesn't look like a huge mound like the other ones did, I don't think these look like a huge mound. There's slightly different coloured ones there. I'll go with a little bit more. Have you ever thought about an in-person schooling like Lewis does too? I mean, I've thought about it, but there's obviously a lot to consider about it. You know, there's a lot of different stuff to consider. So. Thanks, Joey, for all the videos. A guy tried to sell me a 5k course, claiming I can make 8k from this field. Thanks for showing the real side of the field. Jakey, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. I mean, if people have the proof to back it up. That's what it's all about, right? It's having that proof. We've had some really, really good reviews on school. Some really good reviews of some of the courses that we've done so far. There's only 2 paid courses on there at the moment, so that's another reason why it's not flying right now. But there's also not that much value there, you know. There's a subscription which is $99 a month, but the value that you're getting out of that is the time with myself, you know. And that's working because I'm getting really good feedback on that. But it's then also like, you know, is it worth paying the $99 just for some time with me to have a look at your repairs and go over them, you know? So things will be reviewed and monitored and stuff, but it's also, I think there's going to be a lot of people who are still sussing the school out. Like, what is this actually for, you know? And it's for that course element and making sure that people wanting to take their soldering to the next level. And the next thing that I'm working on is going to be what people voted for the most, which was like hot air and soldering from a beginner's perspective. And then I'll also move on to what was the other thing? The other thing was like just diagnostics, which is difficult because there's so many different things that can actually go wrong. But if I was to give my like maybe top 5 on how I actually diagnose a faulty no power or something, PS5 or Xbox One S or Nintendo Switch, I think that would do well. So it's just time, guys, honestly. I think that's probably the biggest thing. Is finding the time to actually sit down and record these courses. It's really, really time consuming. I was trying to aim for about 1 a week, but if I was doing by that metric, then I'm a week behind now as of this week. So is the free tier worth it? I think the free tier is worth it in the sense that you get a very much beginner-like course on there to give you a few tips, and also you get Sally's Spectacular spreadsheet. But you also get the access to the calls, the weekly calls, in which case we can have some Q&As and stuff. And I feel like there's enough value there on the Q&As that would help people if they wanted to ask questions about some repairs. So I definitely feel like there's value in the free, 100%. Yeah, Jakey, thank you very much for the Prime. I appreciate it. What has more money, phone repairs or consoles? It really depends on how you run your business. I don't think there's a straight up answer for that, Shrio. There's a lot of things like, you know, do you do it well? If you do it well, then I know that definitely repairing phones can be a great source of income because they can be really quick profit in terms of batteries, screens, all of those good things. If you throw in micro soldering into the fix and data recovery, you can make really good money on phones. However, with consoles, I mean, there's kind of a limit. Obviously phones are a little bit more pricey as well, so you could argue that there's probably more profit in phones than what there would be in consoles in general. I'd actually say I think phones are a little bit easier in that sense to make a profit. I'd say they're a little bit easier, personally. Yeah, I'd definitely say they're a little bit easier. How much time did you spend practicing before you were able to repair a bit more complex stuff? It depends on what you deem as complex, Kirby. Yeah, I mean, it really depends. Can we add phones repair in season 3? Probably not. I've been down that road, and guys, there's just so much equipment that you need. It's not about just having the knowledge and know-how. It's just the equipment that you need to be able to do it, and the different testing and the storage that you need and all of those things. It's crazy. Really, really, really crazy. Would it be advantageous to ensure you are insured while repairing others' equipment? You'll find it really, really tough to get insurance. You'll find it really tough. As a business, if you had a storefront, you could do like, it depends, because it depends on where you are in the world as well, different rules and regs. But in the UK, I know that when I used to work for Rocket Repairs, it was tough to get insurance for those things, because who's going to insure it without having to pay such a massive premium on the insurance itself? I think it worked out to be a lot cheaper than to actually replace the device than what it would be in insurance costs. Or at least go through an LLC. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's still different. It's still different, because in the UK it's the same sort of principle compared to the US in terms of having a business would be more of an advantage based on insurance purposes, because you're then not personally liable for anything that you mess up. But I mean, you'd have to really mess up. Do you know what I mean? You would have to really, really mess up, as in like completely refuse to pay for anything, any damages, anything like that, and just, you know, so it's not like you're dealing with thousands and thousands of pounds worth of like vehicles and cars. You are dealing with small electronic repairs, but obviously there is an advantage to having an LLC or a limited business to protect you, for sure, depending on what it is that you're doing. Complex to me, at least, would be a lot of things needed to repair time. Yeah. Yeah. I've gone for this much flux chat. What do we think? Do we think that's a good amount? Because I need to reduce the amount of flux that I put on the board. I can't even actually remember how much I put on last time. But do we think that is a fair amount? Hardware modding. I don't know, FM. I'm not too sure. Potentially. I definitely put less last time. I definitely put less. Sorry, I definitely put more last time, 100%, because I put it on the corners as well. So I didn't just do one dot. I think that's good. Annie, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm going to go with this and see how it feels. So much better. That is generally so much better. That's such a thinner layer. I don't even know if that's enough. I honestly don't know if that's enough. Jinxie, I don't know if this is enough. Like, you can't even see it, can you? You can't even see there's flux on there, can you? Is that like the amount that you want? Lord only knows, man. Lord only knows. Yo, Loki, welcome, buddy. Here for the madness, I assume. Why do I do this to myself? Let's go! Because I'm crazy. I'm crazy, babe. I'm crazy, baby. 0.5. Right. JFix coming in with a Prime for 19 months. James, thank you very much, my guy. I appreciate you. Thank you. These are also 0.5 rather than 0.55, as people have instructed me. I repeat, these are 0.5 instead of 0.55. Rip! Jeffrey, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. This will take a while. Probably 2 streams, yeah. Ultimately, it might take longer because there's less flux now. So it might be a little bit more frustrating for me on my tweezers, to be honest. I can see that definitely becoming a thing. You guys are locked in now. You're here for the long run, okay? You can't leave me. Don't you guys dare leave me, okay? Do you understand?
Is there a stencil incoming?
Nope. Thank you very much. Bounce for the Prime for 6 months. I appreciate you. No stencil incoming. What, guys, I'm not going to need a PS5 stencil. Why am I going to need a PS5 APU stencil? I'm not going to need it. I'm never going to do repairs on a PS5 APU. It's just not going to happen. Like the amount of hassle and ag to do that for just a single bit of profit or loss is ridiculous. I would not do it. There's literally no need for me to do it. I'd be crazy. The only reason that I'd say that it would be worth it is if it was for some piece of data for somebody that it was ridiculously important to get. That was it. Otherwise, there's just no point. Why am I doing it now? For fun. Because I don't know, something's wrong with me. Let's put it that way. Something's wrong with me. And the best part about it, no one can stop me. Hello.
Hi, Joey. Enjoyed the JDT and NanoFix podcast worthy 2 hours.
Yeah, buddy. You watched the whole thing, huh? Lauder Glove. Adrian, thank you very much for the legendary status membership for 11 months in a row. You are a legend, sir. Yeah, how did you find it? One in the chat if you enjoyed the NanoFix podcast. Fun fact, it was a first for both of us. So yeah. It was a first for Zach, it was a first for me. So, you know, lots to learn, take on board. I'd love to do a podcast myself, but the time that it would take, Lord the glove. Definitely something I could see myself actually getting into, though. Do like a little chat. Starting again. 1, 2. I mean, podcasting whilst reballing does seem cathartic. Oh, podcasting whilst reballing. That could be interesting, hey? Do you know what that could be like? What do you call it? You guys seen Hot Ones? But instead of hot sauce, it's reballing. That's not a bad idea. So asking like quick fire, in-depth questions. And having people answer whilst they're reballing something. GG. Or doing a repair. Saber, welcome. I didn't get to sleep till gone midnight because of that podcast. I didn't notice it was 2 hours long. Well, that's a good thing. It's a good thing that you didn't notice it was 2 hours. Yeah, it was a little bit more in depth, right, than just the standard sort of repair talk that you go into. So I'm hoping it gave people a little bit of a background on myself personally. And truth be told, I am actually filming another podcast with somebody else. I don't know if I can mention any details about it yet. Probably not, because we've not even recorded it. But I'm just wondering if that has a different spin or whether it's going to be the same sort of questions. I imagine that one will be a little bit different, but keep an eye out for that. I also don't even know when that one's going to come out. Joey and Mr. Beast, Lord Glove. If I had 1/100th of the knowledge on YouTube that Jimmy has, guy is very intelligent. And in my opinion, I disagree with the slander. I don't like it. I don't like it, man. Guy gives access to water for 10,000 people in Africa and gets hate for it. Even if he's doing it for a video, so what? I don't understand. You're just not going to please. You can't please everybody. It's impossible.
Man walks into a pharmacy.
Oh,
Got
no.
any deodorant? Asterisk. Ball or aerosol, sir? No, it's for my armpits mostly.
I'll give you that one, Loki. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. Thank you for the 100 bits, mate. I'll give you that one. 7.8. 7.8. I like that one. I like that one. Good one. We're not doing jokes again today, are we, chat? We're not doing jokes again, are we? Honestly, it's going faster than I thought. You wait till you see the whole chip. You might call me crazy for trying to reball 1,978 pads again. You'd be right. Why on earth would I go ahead and do it again? Maybe I don't have a brain. Hello.
Tell me you are doing this in stages this time.
No. Fifi, welcome. £2, thank you. What you need to understand, Fifi, is that this is for entertainment. I am not saying this is how you should reball. Please do not take a lesson from this. I should maybe put a disclaimer that says, do not reball like me. This is for entertainment purposes only, and I am just practicing. That is it. That's all it is. Try not to think too deeply into it.
If you have 2 green balls in your hand, what else do you have? Kermit's undivided attention.
Took a while. Fifi, thank you for the £2. Loki, thank you for the 100 bits. These are good ones, Loki. These are good ones. I highly doubt you're making them up. If you are, you should be doing stand-up, if I'm honest.
Is it a possible podcast with Mr. A Builder on garage conversions?
Who? Who's Mr. A Builder? No, it's not, unfortunately. As much as I would love that. I mean, thing is, we're just looking to move house, to be honest. I think that's the next logical step, unfortunately. I think, unfortunately, that is the next logical step rather than doing the garage. Because we're just going to outgrow this place. There's, you know, 2 kitties, 2 kids. Mr. and Mrs. JDT now. That's 6 life forms in this 3-bedroom. And I work out of one of them. So technically it's only a 2-bed at the moment. And even if I go out into the garage, this room is so small. So I think it just becomes inevitable that we do have to move at some point, which is sad, but we've been here 8 years now. When we came here, we had no cats, we had no children. It was just Mr. and Mrs. JDT. So it's kind of like, I was speaking to her about it. I was like, it's very surreal, like just thinking that there was no cats and no kids. And now we're at the point of like the next stage. It's so strange. A good strange though, you know? No, Miro, absolutely not. Never. Never in a bazillion years, mate. Hello.
What do you call a hardware developer who accidentally plugged 5 volts logic to a 3.3V UART port? A serial killer.
Good one. Loki, thank you for the 100 bits again. Maybe we should rename the channel the Reballer. I'm still waiting for somebody to invite me on a crossbar challenge. I think that'll be the day that I return to football chat. For the content.
Joey does balls.
Facts. Loki, thank you again, mate. 100 bits, mate. What's going on? It's a lot of support, mate. Thank you. $1 a time. What's a crossbar challenge? Something that is heritage on UK YouTube, I would say. It's football heritage on UK YouTube.
Joey does location.
I feel like the Retro Future done a little bit of that, right? Elliot, my guy. When he moved from Jersey to the UK. Techno, thank you for the 100 bits. But yeah, it's just kind of like a needed upgrade, I guess. Which I didn't think I'd be having these conversations because we weren't expecting little macro JDT. And then we were just kind of like, well, we'll deal with it when the time comes. Well, that went very quick. To be fair, I've needed to sort my setup out in such a long time. I would ideally like to get it set up before I move because I would like to just have something in the interim for this room. Because I do like this room, but I do require some like maintenance and bits and bobs going on because extension leads and monitor wires and just general setup is horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. It's got me to where I am, so I'll just always forever be grateful. Like this room, that's going to be really difficult as well. When I change my room, if I change my room.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 missed a spot. 9, 10.
Thank you, Loki, for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. Oh, I actually think I was using the iNeasy ones last time. Which might be better because I think they're a little bit bigger. And it might just help with the flux situation. Was I using the iNeasy ones? I think I was, right? Yeah, I definitely was. Yeah, they've got a slightly bigger end to them on the right on the tip. So it makes it easier, just that little bit extra to give them a shove where needed, you know. I can definitely feel the less flux. I can definitely feel it.
So, serious question. When are we doing your most expensive purchase repair?
That has to be Loki. Yeah, 100 bits. Cranford, welcome, buddy. Was going to ask you about that, but got sidetracked. What's that, Foz? My most expensive repair. So I paid nearly £2,000 for some ROG allies. I purchased 12 of them, chat. So that's why Loki's asking, because Loki is a god at ROG allies. I don't know is the answer, and the reason being is because profit or loss, like that situation. I don't know whether, guys. What would you prefer? Would you prefer, Graham? Welcome, by the way. What did you say about 0.5? Seem to be a lot better. Seem to be a lot better. Yes, they do. How many you got? How many you fixed so far? None. So they're still in the box. So chat, what I'm going to ask, would you prefer?
Joey, are we going to get a Christmas pizza stream this year?
I don't know.
Pizza with a full Christmas dinner topping? Open mouth face.
Ooh, that could be quite nice, you know. That could be quite nice. Some Yorkshire pudding on that. Has anybody tried pizza with Yorkshire pudding? Would you prefer a video where I fixed or attempted to fix all 12 ROG allies, Tronics fix style? Or would you like me to use them as content for like live streams and all of those things? What would you prefer? A one-off video that was potentially like an hour long, maybe even a little bit longer, who knows? Or would you like just me to include it in profit or loss and just see how I go and use them individually for content and streams and stuff like that? Would you like me to dish out the content? Or would you like just one big video? I've done this before, I asked about it and then I got a bit of backlash. So I will take this with a pinch of salt, FYI. One video. Live stream, profit or loss, season 3. Double or nothing, profit or loss. We made a pizza with the massive Yorkshire pudding. Nice. That sounds unreal, Louis. Does anybody know if United won against Everton? Last I saw it was 2-1 to United. Does anybody know? I'm kind of hoping Everton scored again. Oh, it was Palace. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're right. What was the score in the end? Oh, it was 2-1. Okay, fine. All right. So it ended 2-1. GG. Is it the Ally or the Xbox Ally? It's just the standard Ally. Stream the triage and do a video on repair. This is where I can just tell that I'm lacking the flux, you see. Yo.
Joey, it's Loki again. Should I get an Xbox Ally X and stream upgrading RAM on it?
Up to you, mate. You do what you want. Thank you very much for 100 bits, mate. I mean, it would make good content. Logically, it makes sense, but I think it depends on what your goal is. Like, if your goal is to get some views, I think that would do really well in views. So I'd maybe even look at doing that as a video. You do you, but or do it as a stream and then convert it into a video for some views. I think that'll pop. I start watching your shorts, so I figured I'd come and see the live. Darth Radikai, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate it. Tools, yeah, exclamation mark tools for any of the tools and equipment I use. There is affiliated links. Why not do the line complete? Why not do the line, the whole board from starting from the top? What do you mean? Do you mean horizontally? Because the chip's so big that when I then move on to like line 2, for example, up here. So if I went all the way over and then came back for line 2, I'd knock the balls with my hand over here because I'm right-handed. Do you know who'd smash this? Tony would smash this, wouldn't he? Tony would do a very good job here. Who's Tony? Northwest Repair. Fix It 42, welcome my friend, how are you? I will actually mention and do a quick plug. Whilst it is Black Friday week, I done a video recently on Ugreen and the NASes. I don't know if you guys remember, but I done it was a sponsored segment in my videos. Have any screws? And if you were thinking about purchasing a NAS from Ugreen, now is the time to do it. Only because, again, it's Black Friday. So the discounts they've got on at the moment is ridiculous. So use this link for the NASes. I should probably get it as a command as well. You've got the UK links there, the US, etc. But it's what I use and I love it. There's a link there for US and a link for UK as well. If you're just thinking about upgrading your storage game. If you do purchase one through those links, let me know. They're obviously they're not affiliated links, I might add. Chat, I got like this sickness thing. I don't know what it. I honestly don't know what it is. I had it since yesterday, right? The only thing I can think of is that it's anybody had like the hot sauce in Kona. I've not had it for a very long time, and I had a bit yesterday. Wasn't a huge amount, less than a teaspoon. But Lord glove, my stomach today has been all over the place. It's been in bits. I kept waking up last night with like stomach pains. I used to eat that stuff daily. I used to absolutely love it. And then I haven't had it for like months and months and months. Maybe even like over like a year or so. And I had it yesterday and my stomach was in tatters. So I'm probably just going to have to lay off that stuff from now on. Albeit quite tasty. And just stick to maybe like the milder stuff. Nando's medium, jalapenos, those sorts of things. It's just not worth it, you know what I mean? It's not worth it. It tastes nice, but for this stomach pain, it's crazy. And as previously mentioned, I bought one as well based on my experience with Buffalo and Synology, and I've got to say the U-Green is the most simplest of all to configure and does what it says on the tin. Exactly that. Thank you, Retro. It's a good vouch to have. If I can set it up, mate, anybody can set up the U-Green NASs. Anybody. I think Mini JDT has just fallen over. I'm just kind of waiting to hear what cry it is before I attend. She's okay. Oh my gosh, chat. She had her first grazed knee on Friday. And when I say grazed knee, she's laughing now. When I say grazed knee, I'm talking the smallest graze you can ever, possibly humanly ever imagine. Lord glove, did she go on about it? Lord glove. Understandably, to her, it's like the biggest thing in the world, you know, getting this graze, because it's the first one she's ever had. So there was a lot of understanding from myself and Mrs. JDT for the first 6 hours. And then obviously the next day, it kind of went already yesterday. It was kind of like just disappeared. Bless it, man. But that was an experience. Ay. I'm too old for real hot sauces these days. I don't want to have to remember the perfect. Yeah, honestly, Scotty. Yeah. I have the same sort of experience. Guys, we have done one row. Can I get a pog in the chat? And that's how many we've got to go. Can I get a pog? Isn't this the most enthralling stream you've ever been a part of? Fact or fiction? GG. That single ball messed up everything. Might as well just do that. Stuff it. Did some of these land on the correct balls? Pads? How far out are we going this time? Just to look like we've done more, I think we go one more. There it is. Hello. Anonymous gifted a sub to Joey Balls. Thank you very much for the gifted sub to Joey Balls. Hello.
Final joke from me. What does a hardware developer say when an EEPROM is accidentally erased? What the FF?
I guess it's a bit of an inside joke. And there will be lots of people in my chat who find that funny. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. I appreciate you, Loki. You've triggered a hype train as well, my guy, on that one. So thank you very much for triggering a Twitch hype train. I appreciate it. Thank you. 35% off 5 gifted subs or more until tomorrow. Get on there. Move that over and up. I put too many balls on. That one looks like the ROG. Am I going nuts, guys? Am I going nuts? Does that one look like the ROG Eye? Can you see here the ROG Eye? Can you guys see that, or is it just me like tripping? think that one looks like the ROG I here. I'm looking forward to getting back into like just normal repairs. However, I can't be defeated, chat. I have to do this, even though it's like destroying my sanity. I have to do this. I hope so. I hope you guys understand. Thank you guys very much for the level 1 hype train. I appreciate you and your faces. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Why don't you like stencils? I do like stencils. I know. I never say I don't like stencils. The one for the PS5 that I would have ordered, it still probably wouldn't have been here by now. It would have been this week that I got it at some point from AliExpress. Well, you would never ever. Well, you would never ever. Well, you would never going to ever do it again if it doesn't fail. What do you mean, sorry, Jinx? He's doing diamond artwork again. True. I'll do this as many times as I need to reball this correctly. "50 years later." what I'm actually doing. I'm reballing a PS5 APU. I forgot to put it in the thing, didn't I? Sorry. Yes, there is merch available. Exclamation mark merch in the chat. Profit or Loss Season 2 merch. Your own PS5? Absolutely not. This is a repair job. Not for a customer or anything, just a repair job for myself. I guess you could then say it's my own PS5, but it's not one that I use. It was just one that I'd written off. I mean, technically, I paid... How much did I pay for this one? I can't remember. I paid $120 for 3. So I paid £40 for this PS5 console. And it has like a RAM Error Bank 6. And we replaced the chip and it didn't work. So I just assumed that there was a faulty ball underneath... A faulty ball underneath the APU. A bad solder joint or something. So I've taken it off. I'm trying to fix it. Simples. And I guess it was just going to stop at like actually just trying to take an APU off, which I did. And then it kind of escalated into, let's reboot it. Like, being honest, I didn't think I was going to be able to pull it off the board. But the preheat had done a good job. It done pretty much all of the work. I'll turn the music up a bit. The music's a lot quieter today than what it was the other day, right, chat? Because maybe that people like the ASMR aspect, right? Maybe put the music up a little bit, because I think it was a little bit... I think that's better. Did you put this in the oven afterwards? Not necessarily the oven, but I put it back on by using a rework station. Well, technically it's not called a rework station. That would be more so like a BGA machine. It's just a simple preheater. So it'll preheat the board to a good temperature, and then I'll come in with my hot air gun and just finish the job. But it's a bit more complex than that. I've kind of made it sound really easy. But that's like the simplicity of it. Chat, did somebody say that my mate Vince was doing his calendar special again? I think somebody left it in the comment section of the podcast that I did with NanoFix. Is that true? Is he really doing the advent calendar of December again, of fixes? I think he calls it Fixmas. Can somebody confirm or deny? I've not had a chance to really watch his videos recently, so I don't know. He mentioned it a week ago or so. Lord, the glove, the guy's a machine, man. The guy is a machine. I wonder if he'll try and get ahead a little bit this time. So like start him now. Because that's one thing he could do, right? He could just record them all and release one a day that way. But I think what he was doing last year, when I spoke to him, I think he was just doing like a recording it, or whenever it was. He might not have done it last year. I think it was last year though. Like he's battling, man. Like battling, getting it out the next day and having to then record. Like, that is crazy. Who is a content creator called my mate Vince. Huge inspiration for everybody in the repair scene on YouTube. Oh man. What is going on? Why are they jumping around everywhere this time? Like, this didn't happen once last time. I think it was once maybe it happened. But why is that happening so much now? What kind of sick joke is this? No! Relax, 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 relax. Basically, I put flux on to try and remove the balls, and now I'm trying to put them back with flux on my tweezers. It's not going to work. That's a tilter, yep. Silent Cough says, would it not be better to make a stencil or something easier to match the balls to the correct contacts to save time? Yes, it would, Silent Coughs. But I've got a vendetta. And I need to defeat this by hand reballing. Okay. It's no deeper than that. Yo!
You've been dreaming about Rebels, haven't you?
Loki, thank you very much for the Prime, mate, for 3 months. Loki, insane support today, mate. Thank you. I appreciate you, genuinely. I thought you were going off earlier, or was that just you were saying no more dad jokes? I still see one, guys, where it's on there, by the way, if anyone's commenting about that. I see a lot that actually need sorting. Yeah, I'm on a mission, guys, all right? I'm on a mission. I'd go crazy, but we're all different. Yeah. My stomach's in tatters. Absolute tatters. Crazy, isn't it? Like a little bit of hot sauce. I like the hot sauce that I've had for years. It's crazy that like a couple of months of not having it, or maybe like, you know, near off a year, can then have this effect. Like, how's that even possible? I don't understand. I feel like your stomach definitely gets weaker as you get older, right, chat? Is that a me thing or not?
Oh, yeah.
I did live off, like, hot noodles for a very long time. Someone calling me. Who's calling me? Sarkasa, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate you. Who's calling me? 2 seconds, guys.
Looks like I've just arrived. 9-month. Happy cat face emoji. Good luck
Aurelia,
for the reball.
thank you very much. I appreciate that. Coming in with the 9 months in a row. You're an absolute legend. Legendary status. Thank you. Sarkasa, thank you very much for the gifted subs to Was That Your Abstract Dying and Santron. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Twitch is currently running a discount 35% off 5 gifted subs or more. I believe it ends tomorrow. Where would I be without this stencil, chat? This tweezer, sorry. I know exactly where I'd be without the stencil. Right here. wonder if I could use that big jig that I've got to, it was like the big metal one, the big silver one. I wonder if that had a bit of a stencil on it for like 0.5mm balls with the same spacing. And then I could have just like planted that on top, dumped a load of balls, and then started like halfway through or something. That would have definitely been interesting. And perhaps the way to go. But it is what it is. Yeah, people have offered me their stencils and all sorts. Guys, this is my battle. This is my battle. Whilst I appreciate the love and support, there's some fights that you have to take. Are your hands just naturally steady, or how do you steady your hand? I have tremors. Yeah, so I put my hand on the table, so I rest my wrist on the table, so at least it has like a balancing point, and then I just come in. Then my fingers do all the work. If I have my hand in the air, so if I just really quickly try and show you with like my hand in the air, so if I lift my wrist off, ready? I'll try like this, watch. This is like free falling. As you can see, it's pretty horrific. But watch again when I put my wrist on the table. Now. You see the accuracy like instantly changes. Sometimes stuff like that is just the difference.
Just because grin.
That's very kind of you, whoever that was. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. behind it. Who was it? Stefan, thank you. Wow, 500 bits, mate. Thank you so much for the 500 bits. I appreciate you, mate. Thank you. It's very kind. Yeah, this is definitely different to our like usual chaos streams, isn't it? But there's still 200 people watching on Twitch right now. And chat, how many we got on the YouTubes? If someone could tell me, because I don't have the tab open. $200 pretty much. Lord the Glove. So 200 people on YouTube, 200 people on Twitch. Hey, 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 hey. Insane numbers. Considering I'm reballing, chat. One in the chat if you're just vibing. One in the chat if you're here for the vibes, the music. Is this your hangover cure? Nice fat Domino's lead in bed. Lord the Glove. Chat, if I've got time tomorrow, I might do a stream tomorrow for this as well. I might do a stream tomorrow, perhaps 1st of December. I think the 35% discounted subs still apply because I think it runs out tomorrow. So I might do a stream tomorrow, perhaps. I'll see how I get on. I've got a bit of editing and stuff to do. I've got to finish the edit on the iFixit soldering hub. It's probably going to be Wednesday's video. But I want to start getting a few videos out in advance now because of Christmas and whatnot, hey. So maybe I won't. Maybe I've just baited everyone by accident. Thinking out loud. Chat, I whipped my friend at squash last week. Lord the Glove, and he knows it. I don't know if he's here right now. He probably isn't. He might be lurking. If he's lurking, he's going to have a rude awakening. But he got shown a lesson last week. So we said the first one who's going to win like 5 in a row has to get the other person a trophy at squash. Milky, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you. So yeah. Squash is a serious sport before you guys mock it, you know. I can already hear some of the comments. But we started off, he was absolutely smashing me week in, week out. Absolutely smashing me. Probably like a year ago now, maybe a little bit longer. He was destroying me, chat. And eventually I just got a little bit fitter, a little bit better. And now I'm bringing the game to him. And he got all the way up to 4-0 in terms of weeks beating me. I got 4 in a row. He then got 4 in a row. And now we're back to 0. Well, I'm back to 1. So I won last week. So I won last week's squash battle. But I done really well last week. I don't know what got into me. You can ask him as well. We kind of just said, I don't know what happened. Some of the shots that I saw last week, one of them was our best rally we ever had. Best rally we ever had. But yeah, now it's a lot more even in terms of the ability. It's good to have that friendly competition. That's how you get better. When it comes to sports, I'm quite competitive, but I'm competitive with myself, you know, and my own ability. Like, if I have a real bad week, I'm disappointed with myself. You know what I mean? More of a badminton guy. Yeah, we play badminton. Last time we played was ages ago, mind you. Earlier this year, I think, was the last time we played badminton. Squash was just so much more like beneficial in terms of the fitness, and that was our main thing. If anybody's played squash, you know it's one of the most intense hit sports you can do. Badminton's really good for it though, like hit stuff. Badminton's really good. To be fit and play badminton is crazy work as well. I say squash probably takes the trophy, just. Badminton, man, what a game. One of my uncles actually taught me badminton when I was younger. He used to take me quite a bit. So this is what we've done, chat. And this is what we got. Crazy person. I don't want to use any balls that aren't on this APU because I don't want them to be the 5.5. Oh, almost there, Kappa. Yeah. I don't know what would be more boring, to be honest. This or sailing on RuneScape. I'm currently sailing in RuneScape. Big up my old school RuneScape players, man. Bop! That ball didn't want any part of this anymore. This ball did not want any part of it. Alright, listen, I'm going to have a quick wee break, chat. Question, weren't you further along the other day? Do we hand out... Oh, this has to stop. I don't know why now it's all of a sudden jumping to different dimensions. Do we hand out bands, chat, or not? I'm only joking, Penguin. Yeah, I I did get further than this the other day, and then I failed trying to actually reball it. I put too much flux, so I've gone in with a lot less flux this time. Wait, when did I start using these tweezers again, man? Chat, how long have I been using these tweezers for, or have I literally just picked them up? Can anyone confirm? I was using the Ineasy ones a second ago. I've got a feeling I literally just picked them up. Because they feel cold. Just pick them up. Okay, fine. Right, BRB 2 secs, guys. I'm just going to the toilet. I can't even speak. Oh, man. Guys, I'm gonna do a tactical message, okay? Joey, big fan. Tell me which flux you use. I use Kingbow, my friend. Ryan, if you do > tools, it will take you to a whole list of stuff that I can recommend. It's affiliated links, so I do get a bit of a kickback of revenue for whatever it is that you choose on that list. But there's some good deals going on at the moment, guys, on Black Friday. So if you do want to grab yourself some nice deals, > tools, and it will take you to all of the stuff that I use. Oh, the Formula 1 started, hasn't it, as well? Liverpool won 2-0. Fair enough. They needed that. They needed that so bad. And then you've got Chelsea and Arsenal. God, it's going to be such a good game. Chelsea and Arsenal. Isak scored as well. Lord Glove, he done something. Let's go. He must be in such a hard position right now because everyone's... Like, that has to be one of the biggest amounts of pressure ever. The amount of people that are turning around saying, oh, he costs so much money. For those who don't know what I'm talking about football. He costs so much money. The pressure that guy must be facing must be just absolutely disgusting. What time am I on till? Probably, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. It really depends how my brain functions right now. Guys, listen to this. Watch this. This is a very Arsenal will be going all the way. We'll see. Are you an Arsenal supporter, Jinxie? Guys, this is going to be a very tactical message, okay? Listen to this. Are you ready? Listen to this. Hey, bub. If you see this message and you haven't put dinner on yet, this is a sign that we'll order something. Kiss. Love you. Tactical masterclass, that chat. If dinner has not been put on yet, if you see this message, you haven't put dinner on yet, this is a sign that we'll order something. All right. Tactical genius. Call me Jose Mourinho. Ed Horse, welcome. That's how you know, chat, that my head is fully gone. Do you tech gurus not use templates now? What's my favourite takeaway? Lord of Glove. Joe, you're speaking my language, my guy. Listen. So, for me personally, my number one go-to, if they're listening out there somehow, if somebody works for them, or so, if you could just pass on the message that your boy does love them, then that would be much appreciated. And I know, listen, everything in moderation, chat, right? Everything in moderation. There's just something about getting a takeaway, especially when you have children, that just saves so much time and effort. Yes, they are very expensive, but sometimes they're in need. Sometimes you have to let your hair down. My go-to for reliability, on time, can track to see where your driver is at every single second of the way. And if they stop off too long for more than 5 minutes at one address, I potentially get in my car and have a look and see what's going on. You guys know where I'm going with this. There's only one takeaway that really, really, really rules them all. And I would be super scared to check and see how much money I've spent in my lifetime with this specific company. In fact, I kind of want to ask them, but I shouldn't. Domino's. Nothing beats it for me. It doesn't. I've tried, trust me chat, I've tried a lot of takeaways. They are so expensive now though. That is one thing. You're looking at like nearly £40 for a takeaway, but I can't tell you, chat, in terms of speed, heat, taste, and it is just, you know, the garlic and herb dip. Guys, I'm sorry. It's Domino's. Domino's pizza. Yes, yes. So if somebody does work for them and has the ability to feedback that, you know, I really, really do enjoy Domino's, that would be much appreciated. I can't even begin to tell you how much money I would have spent with Domino's, man. Honestly, I couldn't. If I was to guess, I mean, there is a pizza shop that's also local to me that has been like a family-run business that I've spent a lot of money at in my life. But I'd say Domino's definitely takes the bag. Domino's gives me the ick. What do you mean it gives you the ick? How can Domino's give you the ick, man? Do you know what as well? I think the reason why is because it really hits home for me in the sense, and I'm not trying to get emotional about Domino's, by the way. Don't get it twisted, or am I? When I was younger, man, like, we used to maybe get a takeaway once every, when it was just me and my mum, once every 6 months to a year would have been like takeaway, and it was Domino's. And let me tell, obviously the older I got, the more like frequent it got. And I can just, even now, right? Even now, casting my mind back to those times of just like hearing my mum say, we're getting a pizza tonight. Like, I don't know what it is, chat. It's really sad. There is an emotion that I feel that is not beaten by anything in life. Anything. The best fix in the world does not top it. If I'm a hungry boy and somebody says to me, Joey, we're getting a Domino's tonight, I don't know what it is, man. I could be having the worst day in the world. Somebody says, Joey, we're getting pizza tonight, my life changes. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll create a pizza shop of our own, chat, that will top it. I don't know, but for me, it's very sad. I get it. It's very sad. Judge me all you want, but I don't know, man. There's just something about takeaways for Domino's that I could probably put on, you know, 2 fingers out of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of orders that I've done. I could probably count on 2 hands. Sorry, not 2 fingers. How many that they've not done correctly? You know what I mean? And I know it's a bunch of artificial meat and a bunch of dough that's been sat around for ages, and I know it's not good for you guys. Please, I know it's not, but it is a vice. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I really like pizza. If that is my downfall, if that is what kills me one day, so be it. I will be very happy. I'll be very happy. One in the chat, if your boy could hit you up with some Domino's discount codes. Imagine that, guys. Wow, 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 wow. One in the chat, if your boy could hit you up with some Domino's discount codes. Lord, glove. I don't really know if they do sponsorships and stuff, you know. I'm not really too sure. They don't need to. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, they're just like, they're such a brand, right? Like nobody... I don't even think Pizza Hut and stuff competes. I think Domino's is factually true, the largest pizza brand in the world. Can I get a fact check, chat? Can somebody fact check that? I don't care about all the free promo they get, they deserve it. Have you seen how, like, down to a T, they've got everything? Have you seen how down to a T they've got everything with, like, just everything? Their processes is so process driven. I think that's actually made me love it more. Like, you've seen their... right. Hands up. Who's seen the places? Who's seen the videos where, like, they've done it where Domino's... You see, like, the inside of a Domino's factory. What on YouTube? Who's seen those videos? One in the chat, you've seen that. Because you best believe I watched every single one. Where they're, like, making the cheese and all those things, man. And they're splitting the dough balls out. And, yeah, I've seen them all. I've seen them all. I've seen them all. I also heard that Pizza Hut was shutting a bunch of places recently. And Pizza Hut is the direct competitor to Domino's, right? It has to be. I don't know of a... Is there another chain, guys, of pizzas that is close to Domino's? Yes or no? I don't think so. What about JDP? Joey Does Pizzas. One day. One day. I will rival Domino's. Clip it. And it will be an arch nemesis born out of love. What's my nemesis arc story? They put pineapple on my pizza. That's where it all began. Do you know they've done that to me, chat? New Year's Eve last year. I don't know if they were trolling. They must have been trolling. They must have been trolling. I reckon they do it for a laugh. I reckon one of them goes, here, watch this. I'm going to put some pineapple on this pizza for this guy. It must have been for New Year's. They must have done it as a joke for New Year's. They must have. I don't understand how, because there was no mention of pineapple nowhere near it, and there was just pineapple sprinkled all over. I reckon they done that on purpose. They must have. Subway and KFC are more than Domino's, is it? I'm very shocked, actually. I thought Domino's would be up there. 10.7 billion. When I say, is that it? I mean, comparing it against McDonald's 191 billion, I get that. But Starbucks at 61. KFC is quite shocking to me at 22. Subway at 11. I see a lot more Subways than I do KFCs. And Domino's at 10. Yeah, I don't think Papa John's is... I mean, people rant and rave about Papa John's. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know what people are eating. Honestly. I don't know what to say to those people who say, like, Papa John's is better than Domino's. Honestly, I don't think they have taste buds. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I think people who enjoy Papa John's pizza or Pizza Hut pizza over Domino's don't have taste buds. Or maybe my taste buds have been absolutely dispatched by Domino's over the last 30 years. That could be a possibility. But yeah, man, I just remember being in my first house with my mum and you know, having one NTL program that just didn't work properly, and her being like, let's get a pizza. Runs in the family as well. We all like pizza. Pineapple on pizza, but I'm fructose intolerant, so I can't really have normal tomato sauce. I see, okay. Arctic, welcome. Domino's for thick crust, Pizza Hut for thin. No, Jareth does. Does Jareth like pizza? I didn't know Jareth likes pizza. I didn't know he likes pizza. Does he order it a lot? Dave said it's terrible. What's that, Dave? Are you talking about Domino's? Oh, I'm going to have to put this under the box again, aren't I? GG. Have to make room for it and everything. One in the chat, you got your Christmas tree up. Maha, welcome. Have you bought a BGA rework station? I haven't, my friend. No. Man, I haven't spoken to you in ages. How are you, dude? You okay? How's business, my friend? I'm just hand reballing, mate, to make my life horrible. Guys, thank you very much. Making the emote big. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the follows and everything like that as well over on Twitch, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It's very kind. This isn't our usual sort of fixing stream, by the way. Usually it's a lot more, I'd say, entertaining than this. But people, I think, also enjoy the Reball stuff occasionally. I've not done it in a very, very long time. But it's good to just practice. Usually we like to do live repairs and make them into videos and whatnot. But today is a different day. I've got a MacBook Pro to repair as well, chat. MacBook Air, actually. I think it's only an 8 gig model, but it's one of the newer ones. And I got it for £100. It's the one that it's got 2 USB-C ports. So I have got that to have a look at as well at some point. I didn't know whether to do it for profit or loss or not. I paid £100 for it. I think I'll definitely be able to get that for it faulty. But it's one of the newer MacBook Airs. And the good thing is, I also don't think it's been opened before. I don't really have a Scooby about MacBooks. And I also don't know whether to just give it a go myself off stream and see how I get on. And then if any help is needed, you know how we do. See if anyone can provide any further information on stream. I actually forgot. I'll be screaming now. Rogue, welcome. Everything good? Thanks for asking. How about you? I see you reborn the PS5 APU. Thought you have a new machine. No, I've just gone crazy. Yeah, I've just gone crazy. I actually was meant to mention, chat. I've got guess what I purchased recently? I purchased the £16 soldering iron kit that I recommend on Amazon, and I've also purchased a £40 hot air machine from Amazon, and I'm going to try and complete repairs that I usually would with my Atten, and I'm going to use the basic soldering iron and the cheap hot air gun. Are you excited for that, yes or no? Is that something you would like to see? Joey using cheap tools again to see if I can actually do the repairs. I think it'll be really cool. I think it'll help a lot of people as well. And then I'll probably just give them away on Discord, I think. Yeah, nice. I see a lot of caps lock yeses as well, so that's good. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know how to format it though. What do you guys think? Do you guys want me to just do like a profit or loss episode and tell people that I'm going to be using it, or do you think it deserves a whole separate video on its own? I think it deserves a whole separate video on its own, to be fair. You know, trying to use basic micro soldering tools with experience to see how I get on, sort of thing, you know. And I just line myself up some repairs. Or I could even just do it on donor boards, right? I could even just do it on donor boards. Hey? Doesn't even have to be working consoles, really, does it? Separate vid, separate vid. Separate. Okay, cool. 100% do actual repairs because it will show that it is primarily technique rather than tools. Yeah, I could do. But I guess that could be the same though on a donor board, right? Like I'm talking, because the thing is with a donor board, I can go, right, I'm going to remove this IC and I'm going to put it back. And I can take off this HDMI port and I'm going to put it back. Do you see what I'm saying? Whereas if it's a specific repair, it might be take this cap off, and then I won't really get an opportunity to show the more difficult jobs with a budget station. Does that make sense? Maybe I could do it in a complexity sort of way. So I could do a normal repair, whatever it might be, and then I would do like a level 2 perhaps. And that level 2 could be like a QFM chip. And then level 3 could be like a HDMI port. And I could use a donor for those ones rather than actual repairs. Is there not a stencil for this? I should have like a exclamation mark stencil command, shouldn't I? I should have an exclamation mark stencil command. There is a stencil for this, yes. Guys, it's 1-0 to the APU currently. What am I talking about? I tried to reball it. It didn't work. I messed up. I put too much flux, and I think I used too big a ball. Now I'm back with a vengeance. I've gone with less flux and a smaller size ball. I am not letting this APU win. What happens if I fail again? Guess what? I go again. Will I go again? Soon? Probably not. I'll probably leave it a couple of streams this time. But you best believe I'll be back, and this PS5 will sit on my floor until it is done. Do you understand? This is not a donor board. This is a board that needs fixing, and it was reporting dodgy RAM bank 6, and we replaced the bank 6 somebody else replaced it a bunch of times. I replaced it once, and it was still saying bad RAM bank 6. So therefore, I said, right, I'm gonna take this off. Well, actually, I said to chat, if we get X amount of likes, I'll take the APU off, and I really lowballed myself. So then I took the APU off. This being the APU. What is the APU? It's the CPU and GPU combined. So for example, in a PS3, you've got the 2 chips. You've got the CPU, you've got the GPU. But in a more modern console like this, and the Series X, etc., you've got the APU, which is both of the chips combined. And it's got something like 1 trillion transistors, chat, is that right? Something like that. New to live streams, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, guys, listen. My wrist is starting to hurt a little bit, and I'm going to shoot. I need to quickly do some editing before I finish today. I'm going to put the football on in the background whilst I quickly finish that edit, and I'm going to try and move this away so I don't actually destroy what I've done so far, because there's not as much flux on here, therefore it's going to be a lot more sensitive. So I'm going to get my box again, make my box, and put this to the side until next time. When is next time going to be? I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. I'm not too sure, but it might be tomorrow. It might be in a few days' time. I'm unsure. 1 in the chat if you've enjoyed this reballing experience. 2 if you didn't. Someone said 3. Can we edit with you? You want one of those streams again, Dave? No, unfortunately not. I think a lot of people fell asleep last time I'd done that. And including myself, because I was just so into the editing. But I'm glad somebody liked it. Good to see you didn't give up. No, we ain't going to give up. It feels weird calling you daddy, but daddy, we're not going to give up. Oh, the glove, what am I getting myself into? So I'm going to put this APU on the floor. Just there, and I'm going to put the box over it again. Just cover it up. Let's cover it up. Make sure that nothing gets moved. There we go. Sunny Jim. I don't like how that's doing that. It's okay. Okay, cool. All right, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thank you. I hate editing, recording is so much more enjoyable. I love editing, Maha. I'm kind of on the opposite end of that. I really enjoy the editing aspect of everything. I enjoy the filming, obviously, as well, but I think the editing is my peaceful. You know, I think that's why I've kind of stuck to it as long as I have and done it, is because I just find it so peaceful editing and just locking myself away and doing that as, work. So, yeah. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure. I'll obviously see you in the next one. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow, so just keep an eye out on my Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, !Discord in the chat, !Tools as well. If you do !Tools, pick yourself up a couple of deals for Black Friday because there's a lot of stuff going on AliExpress and also Amazon at the moment. So please check out those links. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Again, maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, but it will be one of the days. All right, guys. Hoodie on the way. Wait, Damien, did you order a hoodie? Yeah, exclamation mark merch as well. We got some merch going on at the moment. I didn't know you ordered a hoodie. When did you order a hoodie? I didn't even know you ordered one. Unless you've done it on like an alias or something. Oh, Mrs. is ordering one. Let's go. I love it. Guys, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. You guys are amazing. Honestly, I really mean that. Thank you so much for the support. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Have a good Sunday. Yeah, chill. Have a nice bit of food and whatnot. Scotty, thank you very much for the 100 bits that you gave about 12 minutes ago. Didn't come up as an alert because it was a Gigantify emote situation. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. All right. Much love. Good night. Ciao for now. Peace